your money in the bank because you're thinking of safety. You have your money in the bank. And at 1%, if you divide 1% by 72, that's 72 years. So throughout your lifetime, you might not be able to double your 1,000 to 2,000. And we are not talking about the tax implication, the inflation. The actual value of your money is not actually that money you have in the bank. Have you ever thought of that? The banks will not tell you that. Why don't you move to somewhere where you have tax advantage? Not only tax advantage, the fund bypass probate, is creditor protected, and it has guarantees. Oh my God, how many people know about this? But we always think that, oh, what I know before is what I should continue. No, you have that saving and investment nest, possibility of you growing your wealth and targeting a better retirement. Everybody should be retiring with nothing less than 1.3 million at retirement age of 65. That's when you say that you are properly retired. At 60, assume you stop contribution and let your retirement nest egg continue to accumulate. This is what will happen. At 8%, your money can double in 9 years. This I'm telling you about using the rule of 72. It's a very simple way of calculating compound interest. Compound interest is the 8 wonders of the world. Is the 8 wonders of the world. Is accumulating money that is making more money to accumulate without actually you killing yourself. That you are making your investment to work for you. Now, this is what you have, 1.5 at age 69. At 10%, your money can double in 7.2 years. How fast can that fund double? Now, you can get 2.3 million at age 67. You can become financially independent. And we have different methods of achieving that, depending on your age, depending on some other factors, your income. Everything will be taken into consideration by assisting our community to arrive. Or everybody needs to plan for their retirement. Living paycheck to paycheck is a no-no. Now, this is one very important thing that we must consider, understanding taxes. When saving, you want to consider the effect that taxes can have on your income. You must consider the implication of taxes. A lot of us don't consider that. In fact, you work many shifts and you struggle to do XYZ, and your marginal tax rate increases. I've seen somebody that the marginal tax rate is 53%. And the guy is saying, oh my God, I'm paying more than half of what I earn. Yes, I said you must find a smarter way that is legally possible for you to save on taxes. This is the reality of many of us today. This is the reality. Checking, saving, GIC, stock, mutual fund, all these are what you get in the banks and in the stock market. These are what you get. And in North America, they are called tax now. You can't escape it. The only thing that is permanent in North America is taxes and debt. You can't escape it. Even when you die, they pass the liability to your family. So most of us are on this bracket, tax now. Then some of us were lucky to have that information about a tax deferred account. We are lucky to have that information. Yes, some of us are aware of the RRSP. These are part of some things we do. LIRA, ROESP for children education, CPP and OS. RRSP can only be available for someone that have worked in Canada for at least a year, because you can only contribute 18% of your previous year's income. And anything that is not a tax now, the government of North America or Canada, they like to put a peg to it. This year, the total amount contribution room you can have in RRSP is about $30,300. That is the total amount. So if you earn so much and your 18% is above 30,000, is 31,000, you can't contribute above 30,000. So that is a detail for another day. For those that want to understand this, you can talk to whoever that invites you. There are portfolios that we can use to assist you in all these areas. But the one that should be interested, the one that everybody should be interested, is this last one, tax advantage. The TFSA is already capped. Every year the government announced the cap they put on TFSA. And for you to know, go to your CRA account. There's a particular place you see all this information there. Your RRSP limit and your your TFSA limit. The very interesting one, which we always advise everyone to take advantage of, is the life insurance benefits. Very, very critical because it has multi-layer protection, not only on the income protection in terms of cash value or growth, it's also good for income replacement in case the owner of that account dies too early. And if the person gets too old, the person might not run out of income because there are people that after retirement, they run out of their retirement income. You see them going back to work, not because they just want to exercise their body, but because they are broke. And at that age, it's very, very gruesome for you to be working for survival. Nobody wants to retire that kind of situation. So your TFSA, you might have a lot of room if you have been in Canada or in America Canada for a while. And America has their own product like 401k and all that. If you have been, you have a room, you can exhaust that room. But if you are new, then you just have about 6,500. There are other accounts. The new one that just came out is FHSA, First Home Savings Account. We also help clients to plan for their first home by making a maximum contribution of 8,000 in a year to a maximum of 40,000 in 5 years. So each couple can go for each of those FHSA, 40K for each person, and both of them can bring it together for their down home payment. The good thing about that is that you can use it to save on taxes. Taxes are very important. If the person is earning 60,000 and you're able to contribute the maximum of 8,000 in a year, the government can only tax you on 52,000, and you don't need to return it like RRSP. So these are the details of some of these investment account that we can assist you to do. But the most important one is a life insurance benefit, and the next speaker will emphasize basically on that. So what do you know about saving for investing? Children, preparing for the cost of investing starts with solid understanding. Now, you must understand all this. It's more than just savings. There's projected tuition costs. What savings options are out there? How does it work with your overall strategy? What are the tax consequences? Are there government programs or grants? So this information is something that we can get to discuss. Understand your retirement benefits. All these are different things. Some people think that once you retire in Canada, they take care of your old age. Oh my God. You must be living in a fantasy world. When should you claim your old age security or the Canada pension plan? Are you receiving a full or partial pension? Will you also receive the guaranteed income supplement? What are the taxes on your retirement? These are questions that you need to start asking your financial professional. These are questions. I don't pray for anybody to fall under the category of GIS. Why? Because it is designed for low income, very low income. It means that person has not planned for his retirement. The person is retiring very poor. I don't want anybody to fall under that category. I pray for everybody on this call today. You should not fall under that category. We don't pray for that. Anything that the government is giving you, whether you are just coming and you see that they are giving you some kind of program or the other, just know that you are still within the poverty bracket. The moment you start making some income, they will not give you all that. So our prayer is to go beyond that, whether we are young now or we are in the time of retirement. And these are some of what some other campaigners, people like us that are helping to bring this information to families. This is what they are saying. Says the best is the best thing I could share to someone. It is for their future. Indeed, I believe some of us we have this kind of testimony. Some of us are already there. We started some years back, and now we are saying this thing. I became a member of WSB because I love the idea of becoming financially educated and helping others, especially my family, to do the same. So I think the essence for us is the family. I worked in the bank for many years, and what I did was to grow the company's books and balance sheets. Nobody ever taught me of how to grow my personal balance sheet.